Welcome to Talk Sports with D Mac, yours truly. And on this show, we talk about all sports related topics, but mainly my Philadelphia Eagles. And we're coming at you in three, two, one. Welcome back, guys. And once again, we are back at it again. Sports Talk with your boy D Mac. And yes, my Philadelphia Eagles have done it again. Yeah, beating the Chicago Bears 25-20. A victory is a victory, baby. And I'll take it however I can get it. A victory over a loss any day. So yeah, them boys, Philadelphia Eagles, 13-1 at this point. So we move forward, right? My Philadelphia Eagles. This game was very a sloppy game, to be honest with you. Um, the turnovers again, is uncharacteristic of this team at this point. For the most part, it's been a very consistent theme of taking care of the ball with the Eagles, and on Sunday it did not turn out that way. But they still pulled the game out with the win, and that's the most important thing at the end of the day. So we'll take that. I feel like the Bears, they came to play. They came out with some intensity. They came out trying to match the energy. It was a very cold game. Quarterback of the Philadelphia Eagles, Jalen Hurts, said after the game that he could not feel his hands. So and you could kind of tell in the beginning of that game, they were doing a lot of throwing of the ball, and you could kind of tell that something was a bit off with Jalen Hurts. Usually he doesn't miss too many throws, and it just seemed a bit off. So the weather in that game definitely had played a part in it. Um, but all in all, like I said, man, they were able to persevere through the adversity and get a win. That's the most important thing. You want to get a win. You always want to stay ahead of the game in the win column. You know, so 13-1, man. Sheesh. Still the best record in the NFL. Still the best team in the NFL. You know what I mean? So one thing about it though, I feel like the play calling against the Bears was not um as good as it normally is. I feel like they were not very balanced in this game. They waited very long to try to get Miles Sanders involved in this game. He I don't think he really got started to get carries until third quarter. They were very pass happy in the beginning of the game. Um Coach said in his post game presser or after the game, he said that he felt that the Chicago Bears, um the way they were playing on defense, it presented some one-on-one opportunities, and they wanted to take advantage of that. So that's why they were throwing the ball a lot. But in my opinion, you still have to be a little more balanced. Um, you have to run the ball. I feel like they should have definitely gotten Miles Sanders more involved. I also feel like Jalen Hurts ran the ball too much in that game, and that wasn't good. He took some shots. He definitely took some shots in that game, and there was one shot that he took that he was down on the ground for a bit longer than we are accustomed to seeing him, man. And kind of worried about that one. So yeah, you don't want your QB1 to be taking hits and stuff like that, especially coming down the home stretch of the regular season, going into the playoffs. You want your quarterback to be firing on all cylinders. You want him to be healthy. You want him to be ready to go. Because the reason why they're doing all this stuff is to get to the postseason and go on a postseason run. So in order to do that, your guy has to be healthy. So I feel like the QB runs, the designed QB runs, that type of stuff needs to go down dramatically. The ones where he's running out of necessity to get away from the rush, um that's unavoidable. That's something that he has to do to extend plays and make something out of nothing. So that on that part, it is what it is. But you have to be, um as far as the coaching staff goes, you have to be very conscious of your QB, running the ball over and over and taking these big hits, and that's not a recipe for success, in my opinion. He's gonna end up getting injured in that manner. I know Jalen Hurts is a very tough guy. I know that he's willing to do whatever it takes to get the win and lay it all out on the line for his teammates. That's the type of guy that he is, and that's very admirable. But he's got to protect himself first and foremost. I feel like in the beginning of the year he was doing a really really good job of that. When he did run, he would run out of bounds, or he would slide. Lately, I haven't been seeing too many slides. He's been taking on contact, and toughness or not, that's not what we want to do. That's not what we want our QB to be doing, especially it being very close to playoff time. So that's exactly what we want to um, have him available for. That's what's the most important. That's why you do all this stuff, to get to the postseason and go on a run. And Philadelphia Eagles, there's no doubt in my mind that that's their ultimate goal. Um, I feel like all the moves that they have made throughout the season, and off season and draft, everything has led to, hey, we want to be a bona fide playoff team. We want to get in the playoffs. We want to make deep playoff runs and get to the Super Bowl, as well they should, and they're on pace to do just that. No doubt about it. Um, but this game, like I said, it was sloppy. They won the game anyway. It's not many games you're gonna win when you have that many turnovers. So, fortunately, for the Eagles, that the Chicago Bears were not able to take full advantage of the turnovers and win the game. So, you know, I feel pretty good about the game. As far as it ended up picking up in the second half, and they played better than they did in the first half. But when there is weather elements that affect the game as much as it did, very very cold and windy in Chicago, I can understand. But this next game, yeah, this next game against the Dallas Cowboys is what we've all been waiting for. The rematch on Christmas Eve, 425. nationally televised game. That's what everybody's waiting to see. We've gotten past the Chicago Bears successfully, and yeah, I will give my some opinion and my excitement levels. You know, there's nothing. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you one thing right now. There's nothing more enjoyable being a Philadelphia Eagles fan than beating the Dallas Cowboys. Their fans are just so obnoxious. Like they're so delusional. Every year they feel like they're them boys and they're the team to beat and they're just so hot shit. Like, come on, dude. You guys have not won a significant playoff games since the 90s. Like you guys haven't gotten to an NFC championship game in over 20 years. Like cut it out. You know what I mean? Like just sit back, be humble, and shut up until you actually get to where you think you want to be or going to be. Just sit back and shut up, man. That's why I don't like Cowboys fans. They're just the worst. People talk a lot of stuff about Eagles fans, but Eagles fans are not as bad as Cowboys fans. I'm gonna tell you that right now. You can book it. All right. So, um, can't wait for that game. Um, I feel like I can't leave you guys without mentioning the defense, right? Hassan Reddick. Hassan Reddick. This dude, he was ripping the Bears apart in this game, right? Dude, I think he had 3 sacks. He had a fumble recovery. Dude was just lights out, and he's honestly he's been playing good for the most of the season. But these last couple games, he's just been a beast. Like this dude is getting to the quarterback. He's affecting the game in positive ways for the defense. He's just been on it, and I'm like, man, they pretty much cannot block this guy at this point. Like he was just causing havoc. And Josh Sweat, and boy, Josh Sweat, he's getting in the backfield. He's he's wiping that sweat off his forehead. You know that? Yeah, Josh Sweat, he out there getting sacks. And then you got Javon Hargrave. He's coming up the middle, sacking the quarterback. You know what I mean? It's like the defensive line. Early in the year they weren't doing too good. But these last 3 or 4 games, man, the defensive line has really stepped up. So I have to give credit where credit is due. They've stepped up. They've been getting a lot of pressure on the quarterback. They've been sacking the quarterback. They have been playing very well. So I got to give those boys their props, man. And I look forward to more of the same against the Dallas Cowboys on Christmas Eve this Saturday. So Dak Prescott on the ground multiple times. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it at all. I cannot wait. Ooh, yes. But that's all I got for you guys right now, man. Another victory. The Philadelphia Eagles are 13-1. I am super excited about it as well as you should be too. And all you Cowboys fans out there, it's coming. It's coming. You've been wanting it, you've been asking for it. It's coming. All right. Till next time, man. Peace.